Welcome to the Raw Men Podcast.
It's raw. It's raw. It's real. Okay.
There it is.
Yeah. Save.
Hey.
Post.
Play
All
the
right.
music.
I just
Play
uploaded
the music.
our TikTok.
I can't even hear myself.
Ooh.
Whoa, it's so bright.
How is brighter than my future, surprisingly.
It is pretty bright.
Yeah. And like I told you, I think it was yesterday, when we recorded episode 23, that I think it might be like the placebo effect or whatever, but these lights are so bright. It's beautiful, but it feels warm.
Dude, I look like a movie star.
Oh my gosh, it looks so real.
I do. It actually does look pretty real.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Catherine has that ring light that we used to use.
Yeah.
We thought it was good.
Hand-me-downs.
Hand-me-downs. You should be grateful. I'm kidding, but no, yeah. Episode 24, guys. 24. They don't hear it. Trust me.
Oh.
We've been through this.
Okay.
We've been through this.
I wasn't
so
sure.
if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we're actually talking about my computer. So anything that's hooked up to my computer, we can hear everything, but you guys can't hear it at all. So
like text messages, email notifications.
yeah, I'm pretty popular, so we hear that a lot. We're like ding ding ding. I'm kidding. But anyways, oh ding ding ding. But anyways, guys, Catherine's here. Say hello. Don't do that. Where are you hiding? Say hi, Catherine.
Why are
With
you
that.
running? Why are you running?
Why are you running? Look at me. I'm the captain now. And here we are. I'm really tired. I'm not going to lie. I have no thoughts right now in this very moment.
Actually,
Ooh.
I want to ask you, where did you get that shirt?
I got it at Hot Topic.
Dude, Hot Topic has actually like had some pretty dope stuff. At least like fandom stuff. Is that from yesterday?
That's from episode 23, actually. Was it 23?
23. Yeah.
Ew.
Gross.
No.
That's so old episode.
Dude, Hot Topic. If you guys watched our last episode, I wore my Astro Boy shirt, which also got it from Hot Topic. I got 3 for $5. So
What?
As you can see, this shirt, like my wife says, is what'd you say? Tight. And it's a little tight, a medium. I thought it would fit me better, but it's because I'm sitting down,
I learned.
when I stand up, it's fine. It fits.
Yeah, it kind of hangs a little bit more loose.
Yeah. Right now, it's just a little tight around the chest area. The chest area, But yeah, Hot Topic is so underrated. I bought most of my stuff. That's where I got your "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared."
Yes.
Was it a sweater?
The crew neck sweater.
Oh, yeah.
And the t-shirt.
Does the t-shirt fit you?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Now that I've slimmed down.
Oh, dang.
Initially, it did not. It hugged all the wrong places.
Like my shirt.
Now, yeah, but worse.
Oh
But
God,
worse.
bulging.
Now, when I put it on, it's just tight on the upper portion, like the dad shirts that they make,
Right.
where it's just tight on the chest, tight on the biceps,
Loose everywhere.
and kind of loose everywhere else.
Good.
Yeah.
Hide that. It's like our faja,
Yeah.
Or what do you call that in English?
Isn't that like a waist trainer?
It sounds so bad. Yeah, my waist trainer.
Or
I think
what did
there's gotta
they?
be another word for it.
Because like women back in like the 1800s used to.
corset. That's what it is. Our corset.
There it is.
Hey.
Is
I
that
actually? They actually do make that stuff for men. I don't know what kind, but yeah, I feel like that would be so uncomfortable.
I give them mad props back in those olden days when they would wear the corsets because I don't know, I could not survive.
I think only women wore it, so you would be fine.
Well, okay.
Or no,
Yeah.
now that you mention it, 'cause
You
in
never
Shrek,
know.
In Shrek the Third, they put the fake mole on him, right?
Oh
and they're
my
tightening
gosh, yeah.
tightening up his corset. So maybe it was a sign of status, and
I wonder.
I think that's what it was. Maybe if you can make that into a clip.
It's interesting how like symbolic clothing tends to be. Like even the Chicanos of like the
Oh, of
early
course,
days
of course.
where Their style was more baggier clothes, baggier pants, and things of that nature. You know, and that was the culture. And then how quickly during the wartime, that came to be seen as like a waste of resources. And I can still think back, like, dude, but this was probably made pre-war. What are you talking about?
Pre-war, gosh dang.
Yeah.
Which going back to the corsets, which what is that? The medieval times, probably.
I would have to say
Old English, Renaissance.
I
Probably
would
Renaissance.
imagine like Renaissance, maybe post-Renaissance.
So older times or whatever. And what I read a fact about that, not that we're talking about that, is that you know how in those movies they would wear or have fans, the ladies,
Oh yeah.
and you would be like, oh, it must be really hot. No, it's because everyone smelled. They were
Oh, yeah.
stinky. Yeah, they were stinky.
Yeah.
And they had like a monthly? No, not monthly. Was it like every 6 months?
So
They would bathe.
back in those days,
Of course,
they would bathe those who kept up better with themselves
that's crazy.
a handful of times a year. No, if I'm correct, it was King George,
Second.
one of the King Georges or King Edward, something like that. But bro hated baths so much that he refused to take more than one bath a
wow.
year. And yeah, so that's a fun fact that I remember.
That's crazy. Yeah, and so I never knew that, and I discovered that. I'm like, just imagine the poor hygiene everyone had, especially women.
I can't imagine. It's like, what do you mean people are not going to smell like peaches and cream?
Right? How do you fall in love back then without trying to throw up? You know, I'm just saying. Like for me, it would be like I'm very.
You got to be really
You
fun.
really gotta love them. Like I love you.
That's true love right there.
I wouldn't be able to. I don't know if you would, but I mean, I could bear it for a little bit, but I don't know, dude.
I can't stand myself in
Oh,
the
ew.
times where
Take a shower.
where like I know back when I used to do a lot of yard work, I would be so exhausted
Of course.
from like 14-hour days, pass out and tell myself I'm going to shower in the morning,
Yeah,
and I
you
had
just-
no time.
Just tired.
And I'd had that happen like 2-3 times, 3 days in a row. And dude, I could not do a fourth day because heck no, I would be standing in place. I would need to be moving
Oh, of course.
because I can't.
But,
I can't.
But don't you hate that? Like sometimes you think it smells, and you think you smell badly in front of other people, and you're like, don't get close to me. Don't get close to me.
Yeah.
And they get really close to you those days. It's like, hi, how are you? Like, can you give me my personal space? Because I smell.
Yes.
Hate that, dude.
But here's a worse one. Those times when you're working or whatever by yourself and you're just like, I gotta let it rip. I need to pass some gas. And
This
you're
guy
just
passes-
waiting and you're like, okay, nobody's been here for like 10 minutes. That means nobody should be coming around. And then you do it and you're like, okay, all right, cool. And then all of a sudden, hey, or they need help, like, hey, can you?
Dude.
And I'm like, and I meet them halfway.
So they don't go
Like,
where
they don't
like,
go to
please.
you.
And I'm in my head, once I get to them, I'm thinking like, oh, please don't bring a wind. Like, hopefully I didn't carry it with me.
It carries, dude.
'Cause it drafts.
Mine carries, dude. So mine is potent. Mine's like it's been brewing like for days, and when I let it go, it's like, oh, dude, you're gonna either die from it or you're gonna be like, "Ooh," and then walk away. It's like a deterrent for people sometimes. It's like it's my secret weapon. But yeah, no, I'm especially Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know. Buffalo Wild Wings makes me really gassy. I don't know why.
Me, but since I'm lactose intolerant,
Of course.
there's some days where I'm at work, and I apologize to anybody who we currently work with that probably smells it.
They don't watch us.
Now they're gonna.
They watch the clips. Have you ever had them they come up to you? Hey, so I watched your podcast. I mean, oh yeah, what part you like? I mean the clips like you guys make.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh okay.
I like where you talked about this, and in my head, I'm like, I just uploaded that portion 2 days ago, and then I go, oh yeah, and then when he said this, he's like, oh no, I just watched like 10 seconds.
Exactly. But I do appreciate when they do
Yeah.
it. It's pretty flattering.
That's cool.
But anyways, back to the gas.
Oh yeah. So I apologize to everybody at work, but you know what? Confession time. It's time for story
It's
time.
normal.
So I'm lactose intolerant. I don't always remember my lactate pills.
He never
So-
remembers his lactate pills.
And you know what? I love chocolate milk. I love my cereal. And some things are just worth sacrificing myself and others for, especially others.
Especially the other part.
So yeah, that's pretty
That's
gnarly.
terrible, dude. But Catherine over there, she doesn't fart at all.
I don't.
She doesn't.
I don't.
The camera.
I don't.
There you go. Now they can hear
I
you.
smell like flowers.
She
24/7.
rainbows and flowers. It's kind of nice.
Man, you know, real quick, now that you said that, I remember it wasn't until I was like 9 or 10 years old I believed what the girls would tell me in my school.
No.
We don't poop.
Yeah, I don't.
King Jong
What
Un
is
over
that?
here.
It smells like coffee.
North Korean, dude.
Poop? What is that?
Is that something you eat? What is that?
Oh, ew, no. You know, people do have problems with that.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
sir, it's a real condition.
Oh, I know that there's there's a place. What is it? What is that like?
I don't know.
What is that called? My weird fantasy or?
Oh,
whatever?
no. My weird addiction.
Yes,
My weird addiction, I think. I think it was.
I know that there's a dude who falls in love and makes chemical emotional attachments to balloons, and he like cries when
No
they
way.
pop.
No way.
That's so sweet.
No, they showed his house and it's just full of balloons, and he named them. Yeah,
That's kind of sad.
It's lonely.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that, but
I'm lonely.
don't go into my room. I have balloons in there. This one's Martha. Hey, Martha. Starts crying. Poor guy. No, but talking about My Strange Addiction is what it's called. I think.
Okay,
I think
My
what it
Strange
is.
Addiction.
I think the one that have you ever seen? Well, I don't know if it was that, because I'm thinking about the one of the family who would bathe in the water.
Oh, that's the
What is that?
los que son codos.
Yo,
Es que no les gusta
the
gastar.
cheap ones, the cheap people. So it's like, they're really cheap. They're really cheap. Extreme cheapness.
Extreme
Cheapo. But anyways,
Cheapo Blanco.
Cheapo Blanco. But I remember that family, they would just freaking bathe in the same water.
Extreme cheapskates.
Oh man, that's extreme.
Yeah.
Like that's sad. Like it would suck to be the last person, to take a bath.
I did watch one episode of Extreme Cheapskates,
Oh, did you?
and it's still imprinted in my mind. So this guy,
I saw my family on there. It's like us, dang.
this guy
He smells.
would believe in not wasting ketchup.
No.
So when they would go out to eat, his wife hated going out to eat because when he would see somebody be finished, and he's like, "Hey, are you gonna finish?" When they would partially use a ketchup packet, are you gonna finish that? And he would bring his own glass bottle, and in front of them, they're like, "Yeah, no, we don't need it." Instead of waiting for them to leave, bro was just like, "Oh," and then just start squeezing it, putting it into that bottle. And she hated that because he would go table to table.
Dude.
And when he would go to the gasoline station, he would hold the hose and like that. Sometimes I do that because I'm like, I want every last drop. But this guy would do that.
Hold the hose of what?
Of the gas station. So the nozzle, and you know how it's connected to a hose?
That's so okay. That's
And he would hold it, and
That's
he would go
extreme.
around to the other ones that were left.
Oh,
Because
no.
sometimes, there was a little bit of gas left in the loop. So he'd go
you
around.
do that.
No,
He said it.
He said
no,
it.
You
I
said-
do it for me. I do it for me sometimes.
Not for anyone else but himself.
No, not all the time. Sometimes I
goes to
just
This is an intervention, Moses.
no. It's,
Hold on. That's kind of weird.
It's
man.
only
Do
okay.
you need $5? Are you okay?
You okay?
Oh my goodness.
No, I swear I don't always do it. I have noticed that when I'm kind of
Inflation? Is that?
Inflation's hitting them hard, guys. If you guys want, did I forget to put the Cash App thing?
oh
If you guys
Yeah.
want, the Cash App thing will be either on this side or
Or
this
here?
side.
or on her side. It's not gonna be on her.
For Moises.
It's gonna be somewhere. Yeah, for his gas money. If you would like to help this young man to stop going door to door to get gas,
to get gas.
and he's gassy.
To
He's
get
like-
gassed.
he's like, dude, that's nasty. But no, okay, that guy does that whole gas thing. Dude, that's embarrassing.
Yes.
That's incredibly. But why don't they just work more? You know, if they're really cheap, like just work more. Well, I get it. They don't want to waste stuff.
I hope to never get to that level.
I would never though. I mean, they say a lot of millionaires are cheapskates, but I don't know about that.
I mean, you can kind of understand to like a certain degree. Like maybe they understand the value of how hard work got them there, and they're like, hey, you know what? Let me just kind of be more wise about it. And they may be called cheapskates just because they're not flashy about it.
Yeah.
But I have heard of those who are like, no, I'm gonna get this like little 2-door car. There's not a sports car. It's like a little like the smart.
What do they call it? Oh, I'm gonna be frugal about it.
Frugal.
That
makes me think of
Frugalstein. We're actually sponsored by
Dubby.
But we don't drink it. But we're actually waiting for the tubs to come. For those who don't like drinking water, we have Dubby Hydro. 0 sugar, really smooth, really good. They got some really crazy flavors. And yeah, don't sleep on Dubby, guys.
Yeah, if you want some good in your tummy, drink some Dubby.
Hey, that was good. You guys can use the code name Ramen as a promo code.
Yeah, use our promo code.
Ramen.
You know, that's how the sponsorship works for us. You know,
Ramen. You always spell it out when I say that.
RAWMEN.
There you go. Sorry, it sounds like the end credit. Frugalstein.
That made me think of Rumpelstiltskin from Shrek.
Oh, probably. I don't know. Does he do that?
No, it just sounded like it.
Oh, like his voice?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's John Lithgow in that one.
I don't know.
This guy doesn't even know who John Lithgow is. The Rock from the Sun? Oh my god.
I have seen Third Rock from the Sun,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't know any of the people's names.
Harry and the Hendersons?
I don't remember.
Harry and the Hendersons? Come on, man. Harry and the Hendersons. That guy's so good. He's he's Lord Farquaad. Never mind. He's Lord Farquaad in Shrek. He's not Rumpelstiltskin. Never mind. I take that back. I was wrong, but I corrected myself.
Fact check yourself.
I fact checked myself. But anyways, yeah, with the extreme cheapskates, like I wouldn't be able to do that. I if I'm gonna waste my money, if I'm gonna work that hard, I'm gonna waste my money in what I need. I'm not gonna be frugal about it unless I know I'm gonna make a lot more money. You know, that's the only time. Like, okay, but if you have a family, how can you do that to your family? Like, you're dragging them down, embarrassing them, and just being really selfish about your own needs and not your other needs. Watch, the guy's watching us right now. He's like, well, I'm going to get him.
I'm going to take all his leftover ketchup.
Yeah, he's going to find us. Take our ketchup.
He's going to find your Buffalo Wild Wing sauces.
Oh, no, dude. You know what? I'm talking about cheesecakes. Freaking Buffalo Wild Wings. Freaking dude. So me and Catherine bought some Buffalo Wild Wings. And she had the duty of going to go get it, right? And she comes back. She's usually good about checking everything. She comes back, and I put 8 ranches down. They gave me a big tub of just ranch, but the ranch was like half filled. So technically, it was like 3 ranches, maybe, like those little things. And we also paid for queso, Hatch queso. It was like 80 cents each, and they only give us 2. And they fill them halfway up. And what were you telling me earlier about it?
Well, all about like
why do you keep going there?
Yeah, okay. Why do you keep going there?
Because it's good.
Because here's the thing: is that I remember you got us Buffalo Wild Wings.
I did.
Some time ago.
That was terrible.
And that was horrendous. That was a terrible
I should have
experience.
never sent you for that
And
mission.
I didn't know what I signed up for. I was like, all right, let's go. And they just were so picky. They forgot one of the fries. And then when they serve you the fries, it's like a little a little like
basket.
Holder, little basket about this size, right? And they give you like maybe 8 fries, singular fries. And I'm looking at you, Buffalo Wild Wings. 8 fries.
Call them out, dude.
Per container. What is that? And not only did I have to, luckily that at least the hostess, not the one who sits you down, or the one who sits you down but doesn't actually serve you.
Yeah.
The hostess was very kind. However, she kept getting annoyed every time
would mess
because they kept messing up, and it was just a terrible experience. So I from that point, for me, this has happened to me in other like McDonald's, other certain restaurants, where I learned my lesson. Once I go through something like that, I'm out.
He's
I'm
out.
done.
He
You
doesn't go
lost
back.
me. And bro,
I go back. I like it.
I remember when I showed up with the
complain.
Buffalo Wild Wings. What was it, like an hour? An
Yeah,
hour later?
late. It was so cold too when you brought
Yes.
it back. That was my fault.
And then I come back and I hear him say, "Oh, they always get it wrong." And I'm like, "What do you mean always get it
They
wrong?"
always get it wrong, dude. It's not even funny at that point. Like I know they're gonna mess it up. That's why I tell you to check.
Yeah.
And it's just bad.
What if you got it like dine in, and then you ask for to go stuff immediately right there, and then you just take off once they
too
serve.
long. It takes too long. It just takes too long. That's why I do it beforehand. And was it done when you were there? Huh? You're like, it was.
It was done incorrectly.
But it was done, yeah. And most of the chicken that they gave us was buy one get one Thursdays, boneless Thursdays, and they gave us these little pieces thrown in there, really burnt, And
Yeah.
it's like
And it doesn't seem like it's
didn't really.
how do I tell you? How do I say this? It doesn't seem like it's accidental either. It seems like it's just penny pinching.
Do you think so?
I think it's a penny pinching culture.
No, because it's most
mixed
of them,
with like not caring.
most of them are high schoolers. They're out of high school and they just go and they're like, I gotta make money. Screw it. One time, me and my in-laws went, and it was late, and we're like, oh, where do we go? Oh, I'll go to Buffalo.
We're
Wild
like
Wings.
the last table.
Yeah. Tell the story. All right. Anyways, we were the last table, and our waiter, I don't know if he was a manager, but he's like, her mom, my suegra, my mother-in-law, was like, can I get a refill on, was it water? Or what was
Yeah,
it?
something
really small. Something
simple?
Really simple. And the guy's like, wait. And then he like this.
like with the finger.
The fingers. Like, and her mom was like, how dare you, young man? He got the worst tip ever. But he was so rude. The worst waiter that I've ever met. Fast forward 4 months later after that incident, we go to this nice restaurant that we like. And we eat steak there. And guess who's there? Bro was there.
Mr. Wait.
But was he better that
Yeah.
time? He was way better that time because he's like, oh, I'm fancy now. I'm moving up,
Well, it was a
fine dining restaurant, but it was just interesting to see.
I'm like, oh my god, that's the guy. That
I'm like-
my mom.
I'm like this. I'm like, don't look at me. Because I complained. I gave him a review. So I'm one of those people. If they're going to mess something up, I might not do it right away to them. Sometimes I do. I do get into fights. And I always win, by the way. I always win. So don't get into a fight with me. I will win always. I always call their manager. I always leave a bad review. And I always get free food. Always.
I mean, at that point, like, yeah.
I just take my time. I just don't worry about it at that moment. And then I just take care of it later. And I call like, you know what, sir? You need a... And I get their names down. I get who they are. I get everything without them even noticing. And they don't know. And one day they get called to the office. I'm like, hey, come here. You're fired. I wonder if I ever fired anyone. Probably. I'm that guy, dude.
I wonder,
I'm
like,
that guy.
imagine, like, somebody just went about their... It just changed the entire trajectory of their life. For the
Hey.
better, maybe?
I don't know. How do you feel about that? Like, if that does happen, I mean, if it was you, I mean, you're pretty much just not caring at that point. You're like, you're expecting it.
I mean, it depends though, because a lot of or not a lot, some of these younger people that are working in the fast food industry, I only know of them because my brother is like at their age.
Oh, right.
Or was at their age when he was younger and he was in fast food as well. So telling me their backgrounds, it's like, wait, they're like upper middle income, and they're upper middle income.
Wait a minute.
They're just being sent out there to like learn, discipline, get their own job or whatever. But you see them walk out to like a 2025 Ford Mustang GT.
Oh yeah, dude, I hate that.
So that may be
Their
a
parents'
big
fault.
reason
The parents'
why. Maybe not the parents' fault. Maybe more like they already have everything taken care of, so they don't want to put in that
Their
effort.
parents' fault. They're spoiled.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds like they're spoiled to me.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we had to work hard for all stuff.
Yeah.
I the first car I ever had was like a 1998 Chevy Lumina, beat up by my sister because it was a hand me down from her. So that's what I got to drive. And then when that like didn't work, I got the S10 1978 truck.
Ooh.
It was really nice.
Those are nice.
Yeah, dude. My dad got rid of it, and I was like, oh, I was gonna fix it up. But that happened and whatever. But yeah, most people don't care anymore. I don't blame them. COVID-19 really messed that up, but whatever.
Yeah.
I remember 24-hour Walmart. That was amazing. The best.
Dude.
When you were bored, you would just go up and go to Walmart.
Just made me remember of I think the first car that was purchased for me, it was like $1,000 car.
Oh,
it was
mine was a car from the junkyard.
Oh.
Mine was worse.
Mine was just sitting in a parking lot with a for sale sign for $1,000 because the power
be
steering
nice.
was cracked.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I had to purchase a power steering bottle
Easy.
once a week.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, hey, let's talk about your car, huh?
It was a 1989 Toyota Celica GT.
Ooh,
But it was super cool because it was like
Convertible.
convertible and it looked so dope. It had like the pop-up headlights.
Ooh.
The thing was, I didn't realize how small it was until you park it next to like a small Toyota Camry, and that thing is so
wow.
cutie. Yeah. Wait. What was your car? I want to, now that he brought
I don't know. I don't know about cars.
She doesn't know about cars, but I can tell
I
you what
just
it is.
know that I took it to the car wash after like 6 years of having it, and then water
Leaking
water
through the
started
roof.
leaking. Like I didn't know what a car wash was. So I'm like, oh, I go. Like I didn't know my car had holes everywhere. So I got wet, and that was the last time.
How old were you when that happened?
15?
No. You were at least 18.
Yeah, like 18.
18
Yeah.
at least.
That
You
was
were out of high school. You were going to
yeah. That was my
work in
first
Denver.
time.
She was
in
trying
a,
to
in a car wash.
She was trying to keep care of her car, but her car's like, it's too late, dude. Like, it's too late. I'm already holy. Like, it's done.
it's internally crying.
Yeah, it's like, but you got that car from who?
My mom.
And what did she do with the car before you had it? Like, she would, like, what's the story that they always say about that car? The bumper.
Oh,
I feel like you know more.
I know
about
more.
that.
Of course I do. I know more. Like, I have
she crashed it.
Yeah. On her wedding day, she crashed it. And that bump was really deep because she gets really nervous. So she bumped it on her wedding day. And then we it's
always
funny.
see my car
It's funny because
every time we go to Denver.
because you gave it to the junkyard or
My parents gave.
your parents gave it to the junkyard and
It was good.
done. It was not, but you were like, it's done. No one's gonna get this. Someone got it, and we could always tell what car it was because it had that bump in it, and it was like, that's your car
And it's
right
still
there.
driving in the.
Yeah.
It's always there.
It was a Chevy Cobalt from 1998, maybe. It was a
Wow.
really dark blue color, like kind of like this, but we always see it. But it had those. No, no. You know how old this car was? Like you know how you move the head. What is it? Rear view mirrors.
Yeah.
Like on the side
With
the
the-
side mirrors. Yeah, and you had to do it with your hand. Dude, that's how old it was. It was the most basic car that you can ever see or buy. Roll up windows, you know. I don't know how you had freaking holes on the roof though.
like on the side of that pass.
Oh, so the door was really bad probably, or the glass wasn't put on. I don't
Needed
know.
new seals.
Dude, when I looked at that car, I was like, poor car.
And my
dude.
mom was driving it, and I was on the passenger.
No. Oh no.
And I was like, all wet. My mom was just laughing and laughing and laughing because I'm like, oh my god, it's really bad. But
That was funny. That's my suegra for you. She's so evil. Not kidding. No, she's amazing. I love you, suegra, and father-in-law.
I
All
love
of you
that.
guys. But yeah, no, that was funny with that story. I think I was still talking to you. Like I was talking to you.
that's
when
why I
that
get
happened.
scared of like car
Car
wash
washes
because I feel like
or drama.
it's gonna happen.
No, not anymore.
No,
I what was the car you had? The one that you bought from That one I was worried with.
Oh, that was a 1998 Toyota Camry.
This guy.
I bought it as a snow car with bald tires
Really bald tires.
that I never replaced, that I had intentions to replace, but I didn't. That one was just rusted all the way through so bad on the rear passenger tire that it rusted into the trunk. So in the trunk when I purchased it, I looked there and it was a bag of like seed. And I was like, what's this doing here? So I moved it and I could see the asphalt.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to put this right back.
Well, there you go, guys.
Yep.
That little story that he just gave. That's make sure you move your seat so you know what's underneath it. But anyways, guys, that was episode 24.
Oh my goodness.
We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Heart everyone around the world. Make sure you subscribe, like, and follow on YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok, and everything else. And like always, guys,
Keep it raw. Wonder if they got it.
No, it gets it through the
Oh, the audio.
the audio. Yeah, Catherine's probably still going though.
Yeah.
Just pop that in there.
Follow me.
Oh,
Caffeinate
with
You're
cats.
gonna follow me like around. You're like follow me.
Oh my god.
Oh, I had just seen something like that too. We'll have to save it for the next episode.
Oh yeah. All right. Dude, it gets hot. It gets hot.
I'm good. I'm like
sweating.
pretty decent temperature.
My legs. My legs. Did it stop? Did it stop when you were going, or?